1. Which of the following best defines words per minute (WPM) in typing tests? A. The number of characters typed in 1 minute including spaces and errors. B. The number of correctly typed words in 1 minute based on a standard word length. C. The number of sentences typed per minute. D. The total strokes typed divided by 60 seconds. 2. What is the industry-accepted average length of a word when calculating WPM? A. 3 characters. B. 4 characters. C. 5 characters. D. 6 characters. 3. In a WPM exam, accuracy is usually determined by A. Dividing total words typed by total characters. B. Subtracting uncorrected errors from gross words typed, then dividing by time. C. Counting the total keystrokes and dividing by accuracy percentage. D. Multiplying correct words by gross WPM. 4. Which of these actions most effectively improves WPM without sacrificing accuracy? A. Memorizing entire paragraphs. B. Practicing touch typing regularly. C. Using a smaller keyboard. D. Avoiding proofreading. 5. If a candidate typed 280 characters in 1 minute, how many gross words per minute is this, assuming 5 characters per word? A. 40 WPM. B. 45 WPM. C. 50 WPM. D. 55 WPM. 6. The net WPM score is calculated by A. Dividing keystrokes by 5 and subtracting errors per minute. B. Subtracting uncorrected errors from gross WPM. C. Multiplying gross words by accuracy percentage. D. Adding accuracy to gross WPM. 7. Why do professional WPM tests use timed text passages rather than random letters? A. To test memory skills. B. To mimic real-world typing of meaningful content. C. To slow down fast typists. D. To evaluate handwriting skills. 8. What is the main difference between gross WPM and net WPM? A. Net WPM accounts for uncorrected errors, gross WPM does not. B. Gross WPM includes accuracy percentage, net does not. C. Net WPM is always higher than gross WPM. D. Gross WPM measures only corrected words. 9. Which of these is considered an acceptable minimum WPM for many office jobs requiring typing? A. 20 to 25 WPM. B. 30 to 35 WPM. C. 40 to 45 per minute. D. 60 to 70 WPM. 10. When evaluating WPM, adjusted speed usually refers to A. Gross WPM plus accuracy. B. Net WPM after error penalty. C. The fastest recorded minute. The average of first and last minute speeds. 11. Which typing posture is most likely to result in faster WPM and reduced fatigue? A. Leaning back with wrists on the desk edge. B. Sitting upright with elbows at right angles and wrists elevated. C. Standing with arms fully extended. D. Slouching with keyboard on the lap. 12. A typist recorded 54 gross WPM with an accuracy of 92%. What is the approximate net WPM? A. 48 words per minute. B. 49 WPM. C. 50 WPM. D. 52 WPM. 13. Why is accuracy considered more important than speed in professional WPM tests? A. Accuracy cannot be improved with training. B. Errors reduce readability and require rework. C. Speed determines overall productivity. D. Accuracy measures keyboard durability. 14. The 5 keystrokes equals 1 word rule in WPM tests includes A. Only letters. B. Letters, numbers, spaces, and punctuation. C. Letters and numbers only. D. Letters and spaces only. 15. Which factor typically has the least effect on WPM? A. Familiarity with the keyboard layout. B. Monitor refresh rate. C. Proper hand placement. D. Regular practice. 16. What is the primary purpose of warm-up exercises before a WPM test? A. To memorize the passage. B. To improve finger flexibility and rhythm. C. To increase error tolerance. D. To learn new keyboard shortcuts. 17. Which of these describes burst speed in typing? A. Average WPM over a session. B. Highest speed achieved during a short interval. C. Speed after accuracy penalties. D. Speed while copying handwritten notes. 18. During a WPM test, backspacing repeatedly. A. Always increases gross WPM. Decreases net WPM if it slows typing or leaves errors. C. Has no effect on results. D. Is recommended to maintain accuracy. 19. A WPM exam requires typing a 3-minute passage. Why is this better than a 30-second test? A. It reduces memorization bias. B. It measures sustained speed and accuracy. C. It discourages pauses. D. All of the above. 20. What is the usual penalty for uncorrected errors in a WPM calculation? A. Add 1 word for each error. B. Subtract 1 word for each error. C. Multiply WPM by accuracy percentage. D. No penalty if under 5%. 21. Which tool is most commonly used for online WPM assessments? A. Virtual keyboard overlay. B. Stopwatch and notebook. C. Browser-based typing test software. D. Printed text and timer. 22. How does proper finger placement on the home row influence WPM? A. It reduces travel distance and increases efficiency. B. It slows speed but improves accuracy. C. It has no measurable effect. D. It is only for beginners. 23. A typist who reaches 90 WPM but has 10 errors in a 1-minute test will most likely have A. Net WPM higher than 90. B. Net WPM equal to 90. C. Net WPM lower than 90. D. Same as gross, with bonus points. 24. Which of the following is not a recommended way to increase WPM? A. Practice daily with varied texts. Keep eyes on the keyboard while typing. C. Maintain correct posture and finger position. D. Use keyboard shortcuts for frequent tasks. 25. Why do some WPM exams include both words and numbers in their text? A. To confuse test takers. B. To replicate real-life data, entry, and reports. C. To slow typists for fair results. D. To test handwriting conversion. 26. What is the relationship between keystrokes per hour, kph, and WPM? A. kph is WPM multiplied by 300. E. WPM is kph divided by 300. C. kph equals WPM times 5 times 60. D. There is no formula. 27. Which scenario best represents a plateau in WPM progress? A. A steady increase after practice. B. Sudden drop due to fatigue. C. No improvement despite regular practice. D. A rapid jump after short training. 28. If a typist consistently scores high gross WPM but low net WPM, the most likely cause is A. Keyboard size. E. Monitor brightness. C. Excessive errors reducing net score. D. Short test duration. 29. When evaluating WPM performance trends, which metric is most useful? A. Highest burst speed achieved. B. Average net WPM across sessions. C. Number of characters typed per session. D. Lowest speed recorded. 30. What is the primary goal of a professional WPM exam for employment? A. To ensure candidates can type accurately and efficiently. B. To test memory of text. C. To evaluate handwriting speed. D. To check keyboard hardware quality. 31. Which keyboard layout is most commonly used for WPM exams in English-speaking countries? A. QWERTY. B. Dvorak. C. Colmac. D. AZERTY. 32. Why do many WPM tests standardize the passage length and difficulty? A. To make results comparable across candidates. B. To challenge only advanced typists. C. To reduce keyboard wear. To teach new vocabulary. 33. A typist scored 65 gross WPM with 5 uncorrected errors. What is the net WPM? A. 60 WPM. B. 62 WPM. C. 65 WPM. D. 70 WPM.